Hi guys, and welcome back to another video of my Birmingham City career mode. Now, I have to state two things real quickly. First off, there will be two intros in this is because originally they're supposed to be separate videos, but because there's a lot of time wasting, I shorted it down to one, so it's not too bad. But also the second thing is there should be a video update on the channel very soon, so keep up for that, then it will explain why I've been away. See ya. Hi guys, and welcome back to my Birmingham City career mode on FIFA 18, and it's the second season now. We've played a few games within the Premier League. We've made a few record transfer signings, but it's very close to the transfer window. Now, if you have a quick look here, we've still got £11 million. And we've still got a few players that potentially could be sold here today. So I think we're just going to sim through it all. You guys will watch the entire transfer window go through. And hopefully we can be able to sign in another 2 more players. The only problem is that... oh wow, so first thing, we haven't sold anyone straight away. Ooh, that's looking good. So... loan offer for Marcus Edwards, mate. We're not selling him. One of our main players, so we're not selling him. Reject. As you can see, all those players that we keep rejecting there. Cleefy, what do they want? They want him for 150k. Yeah, we'll just accept that. That's fine. I'm willing to let him go to Accrington Stanley. Let's skip all that all. Let's continue here. Ooh. Alright, so we've had an offer or we've sold someone. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, Jason Lau has gone to Leeds United. We've got £1.6 million in the bank now. Let's continue. I'm just going to continue to the 5th hour. Akifi transfer deals have broken down, so as you can see, £33 million spent, £8 million 8. Ooh. Let's go 4 because I was kind of hoping for something a bit more to happen, if I'm honest. But let's go to the transfer hub and let's have a look at the players we could potentially bring in. So, we'll do 1 more hour. We could probably do 2 if I'm honest. Transfer offer for Robert Teshy. £1.2 million. Let's go for about a £2.4 million. I think we could potentially get through here. Say that much straight away. Propose the new offer. 125. Counter. Propose new offer. 1.5 and 1.4 and you've got yourself a deal. Yep, they're willing to accept 1.4 million. I'm not even going to argue because I think we might be able to pop off a deal here. So, after lots of talks with different players and being rejected a number of times, I then went back to a player that I actually set my eyes on at the beginning of the season, with Lewis Dunk. Now, he is injured, and that's why I didn't want to offer him straight away. I thought we could have got potentially another better player than him who could play for us straight away. But either way, I decided in the end we'll spend our money and go with Lewis Dunk. Now, I tried to try and offer Nadal because I was trying to offload him. He wasn't a main player for us and he is worth quite a lot of money, so I thought we'd only have to pay like a few million potentially for him. But they ended up they didn't want him, so I offered them 7 million as an original offer. He's only valued at 10 million, sorry. They came back with 9.8 million, which I do have the money for, and a sell-on clause of 5%. But obviously, as cheeky as I am, I decided no to that. I then offered them £8 million, and I also removed the bonus, and they decided that would be a fair contract offer. So we now went straight into the contract talks, and he offered important, which is actually perfect for me because He's probably going to be our highest rating defender as well as with Corker. So yeah, important wasn't a big issue. I offered him 3 years contract because this season is going to last for this video's for Birmingham City Career Mode will end this end of this season. More on that under channel update. But yeah, so they then came back with this. I decided, as cheeky as I am, remove the bonus and also edit the wages to I think 45,000. Sorry, no, I went up 52,000, and the bonus is 500,000. They then actually decided to reject that. They came back with 56,000 and 7,100. Now, I actually do accept this offer, but obviously, as being chic as I am, trying to shorten it down to 600,000 as that guaranteed sign bonus. However, they always want the wages to go up if that was the case. But I decided to screw it, we'll just accept it because I needed a new player. But hi guys, and welcome back to the first game of this episode. I'm saying that because it's been a day. I had to be quiet during the transfer deadline day. But either way, we've now come out of that. We've bought one extra player compared to what I thought we was going to get. And that was Lewis Dunk. Now, I didn't realise at the time, but he's actually injured. And I've had a look at how long he's going to be injured for. And that's 2 months. So we've paid £8 million for a player who isn't going to be available to us within the next 2 months' time. But it shouldn't be too long in my eyes. But either way, you can see our main man there, James Ward-Prowse, £24 million. I am not going to keep... I'm not going to say it's a small fee. That is the biggest fee we've ever played as a club. And, you know, I done a financial takeover and I didn't expect the money just to go so quickly. Players are a lot more expensive than I thought they was going to be this season. And clubs want a lot more, which is quite surprising. I was expecting to try and get a few players with bargains. But no, I wasn't able to. But either way, this is the Watford team. Their main player there, great. And Pereira is a central attacking mid, a very good team. But we want to redeem ourselves from the last game, which we actually lost 1-0 to Colchester. I am playing a 4-3-3 attacking formation, but if worse comes to the worst next game, I will swap it back out for the diamond formation, because that does seem to be suiting us right now. But either way, a very strong team out. The only one difference is we haven't got our main man on the right mid. Instead, we're putting Odegaard on instead of Edwards. But except from that, we're putting out a very strong team. One of our strongest teams, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think actually, with overall rating, this is the strongest team. So either way, let's jump into it and hopefully we can win it. See if there's any goals. I'll see you guys if there's any goals. Yeah, what a great goal. I don't know how he got in front of our player, because I did have a player on him. So obviously that was just a bit of mismanagement. But either way, great goal. They've been all over us, if I'm honest. They do deserve to win it this first half because they've just been, I don't know, their shots just haven't been on point, if I'm honest. But it took a header for him to get a goal in. I couldn't save that. That was way too good of a header, if I'm honest. Right at the top left-hand corner. But you know, if we lose this, that's extending our losses now for 2 games. But we want to try and get at least a draw here today and walk away with a point. But either way, let's see if we can try and get that goal back. There it is. They won 1-0. They won it fair and square, if I'm going to be honest. This formation doesn't really work in the Premier League because their players are so much more stronger and they're quite fast as well. I didn't expect them to be so fast, but Watford is a hard opponent. They're very strong on the ball, and our players just couldn't tackle them for some reason. But we was lucky, actually, just to have 1-0 to them. They could have won this easily 2-3-0. But either way, it was 1-0 to Watford, and we go into the next game hoping for at least a win. So we're just going to do exactly the same with the training, and hopefully someone can go up here today. What we got? So Gomez has gone up in vision and long passing. Well, except from that, no other movements on attributes front. On the attribute front, even. Okay, so we're back again with the training. We've had 2 weeks off, pretty much. So we are just going to go straight into the training again. And let's see if anybody goes up. So, 1 movement again on the attribute front. But it looks like the next training session is going to be a big one. for potential overalls. Like Segerson and Alexander-Arnold, they're very close to potentially levelling up to a 72, 74. But either way, I'll see you guys in the next game against Stoke. Hi guys, and welcome back to the second game of this episode against Stoke City. And it's going to be a big one, because if we lose this game, that's 3 games on the trot now that we've lost to Watford and also Colchester. But if we win here today, we can potentially go back on the path of winning games. As you can see, we are 10th. The league right now doesn't matter too much. It's when we get into like 2 months, 3 months, that's when we need to start looking at the league table and think, okay, if we win this game, we need to start moving up, and so on and so on. But at such early stages, we don't really want to have a look at the league table, because it doesn't really fully represent the teams in the league so far. So we've only played 3 games, and we've drawed 1, we've won 1, and we've lost 1. So pretty all-round even thing. But we all know that the Premier League was going to be harder. But either way, this is the team we're playing out. Leno, Alexander-Arnold, Umpacano, Morrison, Sessegnon. Put Morrison in there, because I feel like we haven't played him that much at all. Gray, Edwards, Ward-Prowse with Gomez as a centre attacker mid, because Hotter played terrible last game, with Hernandez and Shay Adams up front. Now, if I'm honest, I've gone back to the diamond formation because we need to go back to those winning ways, and it probably is the best way for us to score goals in this league is if we have 2 players up front. It isn't like the Championship where we need 1 player just to run. Because look at this, Stoke, I've got 5 players at the back. They're going all out defensive, which is very weird. I didn't expect them to do that, but wow, they actually went a bit attacking, a bit, well, doesn't matter, but they've got 5 at the back, so it's going to be really hard trying to get a goal. But if we can get a goal and just hold it for the time being, I think we'll be able to get the win here today. But I'll see you guys if there's any goals. Here's Edwards. Down to Adams. Maybe Adams could break away here. He's able to get it back. He has a shot, and it just goes over to get that 1-0. I think it's an own goal, but either way, Adams will celebrate and take that as his own, because, my God, I kind of thought we lost it, and then he was able to get it back because of the defence slipped up there, and the goalkeeper just completely misread it, and able to get quite an easy goal. But yeah, as you can see there, we lost it, and I thought we weren't going to get it back, but yeah, that's got to be an own goal, surely. But either way, the goalkeeper couldn't really do anything there. He just completely misjudged it. He thought he would like save it, like I think it was just the programming, but the program thought it would go straight to him, but no, it kind of like went over. But either way, 1-0 to us, and so it was a goal for Shay Adams. 2 goals in the Premier League so far, and hopefully he can get much more than this. But either way, as you can see there, Gomez is injured. My God. But either way, let's continue. We haven't got that many in the box. We really need a win here today, if I'm honest, to get us back in that winning ways, getting the goals like we normally do. But it's all going to tit, really. I thought he was going to pass it out, but Segerson passes it to their player. And I thought maybe Leno might have got it, but he was already down. He couldn't do anything about that even. Brilliant finish, if I'm honest. But you know, disappointing within myself there. But Cameron able to make it 1-1 against us. But either way, let's see if we can try and get a winner here. No, so we walk away with a point there, you know. It's a well-deserved point. We could have won it. We should have won it, but Butland was just on form today. I'm not even going to lie. Butland played absolutely brilliantly. Even at the awkward angles, he was able to save it and so on. But either way, it was a 1-1. And if I'm honest, we should have won. I keep saying this, but I'm so disappointed with that, and it was such a stupid goal to let away. If the game didn't pass it to him, they would have passed it more up the pitch, which I was telling him to, we would have won there. But either way, 1-1, and we're going to the next game, hopefully going with a win. Okay, so we've got the trainings again, so let's load it up. Oh yes, of course, Woodburn is injured, I forgot about that. Edwards or Gray? Let's do Edwards. We'll give him a high in that, and we'll give Edwards also. Yeah, let's improve them as well, and let's do it. Let's see what we get with the training, if anybody goes up in rating. Yes, I was correct by saying Sessegnon and Alexander-Arnold now going up in rating. That's what we want to see from our players. But either way, let's jump into the game. And it's a match day derby again, with only 2 episodes really in the Premier League, and already a second derby, but this time it's against Wolves. In the Championship, these games were so tense, because it was technically the game that decided who was going to win the Championship. But now back in Birmingham, now in the Premier League, it's not so fierce, but obviously it's still going to be fierce if we're playing against Wolves. So either way, as you can see here, it's an important game. We want to win it. If I'm honest, I looked at the table and I was expecting us to be a lot lower. We're 8th, and I was expecting like 13th. But Wolves has not won one game in the Premier League so far. So I think it's 5 games we've now played. Yes, we've played 4 games so far in the Premier League. But Wolves has not able to get 1 goal here. But we are the best in the Premier League. I didn't even see that right. I saw best in the Premier League, but 3 goals conceded. I don't think that's any good. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, we've got a good defence. Okay, that makes sense. But Wolves have got a new keeper. Never heard of him. They've got a new right back as well. Never heard of him. If I'm honest, they're playing a goddamn 5 at the back again. Something I absolutely hate. They've got a few good players there, obviously, but I'm surprised. Oh, yeah, because I hadn't signed him in this game, have they? I was expecting to see Jota, but they didn't sign him in the end from Atletico Madrid. He was one of the players that was potentially can come to us on the shortlist, but we decided against it, and we went for Demarai Gray instead. But either way, this is the team I'm playing. A bit more of not a rotation, I guess. Collins, Kauta, Roberts at the back, Odegaard coming on as well, Fabrini getting his start as well in the Premier League with Hernandez, and also Adams up front like always. But either way, let's try and get a win here. I'm just going to fast forward it because I want to get through and try and get a win. But either way, I'll see you guys if there's any goals. Oh my god, what a goal. Completely broke the defence apart. And this episode is so flipping annoying. I'm trying not to swear, but yeah, great goal. And, oh my god, why didn't Kauta run with him there? And, Wood Prosley wasn't able to goddamn break it away from the player that was at it. But great, it curved a bit as well from Cavallaro. I think that's how you pronounce his name anyway, Cavallaro. Great curve. Leno couldn't do anything there, if I'm honest, but our players should have been marking him. This is the problem with Blues right now. I do not know how to play it because I do know how to play FIFA, but I don't know how to play these new players that we've signed, and it's so different because I'm trying to get used to them. But either way, let's continue and try and at least get a win here. Down to Adams. Great goal. Oh my god. Finally. We're not going to let them take the 3 points away from us. We'll get a draw here today. But literally, I've found the problem with this team right now. And that is because I'm putting them on ultra attackive and no one. I mean, sorry, sync's on my screen. But I mean no one wants to push up. It's only Adams and Eleb up there. And Gray potentially sometimes on the left. But, you know, Adams able to get that spot on right down in the middle, and the goalkeeper couldn't do anything there. But 1-1, and I think that's just how it's going to end as well. There it is. It ends at 1-1. Like I say, I think the reason why we're not doing so well is because I'm telling the players to go on ultra attacking, and that is not what they're doing. They're laying back, they're waiting for just the strikers, and that is not how this team should be playing. So I think what we should do is go to a 4-4-2 formation, like normal, just standard, because we'll have 2 players in the centre mids and the wingers as well, and hopefully we can get a few wins there. But either way, 1-1, but a terrible episode. But thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. If you do like this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. See ya.